should be running a video is now. Because I'm up, I'm dressed, I'm showered, I did my hair a little bit. I put down my hat collection long enough to look like a girl, a human girl. Well, without further ado, I am your ordained minister. I am your hostess with the mostest, Holly Baglio, coming to you live from my kitchen in Stortsville, New Jersey, right here in my beautiful garden home state of Nazi, New Jersey. I want my HTV. So that little one over there wants to go outside. I don't know about her. Just yesterday, she can't open her jaw anymore. You know cats get lockjaw? You know what takes it away? Muscle relaxers, antibiotics, and pain pills. She can't open it. Well, she can't. When she yawns, she used to go. Now she's like. So I don't know about her. That could be lockjaw. So she's got a vet appointment Thursday at 11 a.m. I'm going to get her blood work and a biopsy Thursday morning. I'm asked the vet for more antibiotics, gabapentin, see what he says about a muscle relaxer, see what he says in general about her. But I can't just take someone's word. Lino, I'm up today. Like, this is a good sign for me. I got up at about 7:38. I did my dishes. I got Keeper partially taken care of, and I got to get on the ball. So I'm up and at 'em. I hope to do that recording of the video for you again. I have a lot of paperwork to do in my personal life. A lot. That's going to take me a couple of hours today, which I'm dreading. Hey, Sava, you want to go out? I still got to take Keeper for a walk. Oh, that's what I could do. Bring Keeper outside, then bring Sava out. I'll take you out. You have 4 days. Hey, Luna Wolf. I accept your prayers. What do you mean 4 days? I thought. Oh, shoot. That's right. You did say you had a 10-day time limit. So, Fat Lady hasn't sung yet. I'm sorry, Lynn, that I'm so slow. Save, you want to come out? Come outside. She ain't going too far when I open the door. Yeah, man, I told that fat lady, I was like, you stand down. I am commanding you in Jesus' name, stand down. You are not singing for Sava. No. You know, I could have had Sava on melatonin for 7 days by now. Melatonin, you should see a difference in 2 weeks. If that's cancer, I should see a difference in 2 weeks, right? So do I start her on it? Abba, I don't know. I'm so hesitant. I keep thinking back to the dream that Abba gave me. Oh, speaking of dreams, I had another huge one last night, and it's going to come true. I can only remember half the dream. And people that I do not talk to or that I would not consider friends, they were in the dream. So if I see these people, we'll call them acquaintances. They're not friends, but I know them. Does that make sense? So an acquaintance. We don't fight, but we're not friends. They live around here. They were in the dream. And they were going to a place that I had been to before. But I was waiting for a huge flood. literal flood. So I didn't want to go with this person back to where they were going. The dream flips. When the dream flips, all of a sudden I'm on a huge bridge and I'm driving in my car and it sounds like it's going to fall apart and it's like pop, 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 sputtering, puttering. And I'm going up this big hill. And it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever been on the New Jersey Parkway when you're coming home from the shore, but it's huge bridges and they go up and they're really steep. And there's like 6 lanes and it's really steep and all you can see is like the road and sky. Well, in my dream, that's what it looked like. Very steep, going up, 5 lanes across. But it had like tracks in it. You ever get like those Hot Wheel cars when you were a kid with the remote controls and they'd fly around the track? And in the track itself, it had grooves so the car stayed in the lane. Well, that's what the road itself looked like. So I'm driving up with my car and something on the inside is saying, stay calm, slow and steady. It doesn't matter what your car sounds like. And then I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is a really steep hill. I'm going to fall down backwards in my car and wreck. And then in the dream, I continue to think, wait, if I keep up the speed alone will keep me going up this hill. I just got to stay steady and keep going. Well, all of a sudden, this hill, or the bridge rather, it was a bridge. All of a sudden in the dream, I'm driving up, right, and it's steep. All of a sudden, I kid you not, the bridge goes. And you heard it make a sound, it goes, cocoon. And now it's like that. And then I hear it again, cocoon. And the bridge raises up again. Now at the top of the bridge, at the horizon of this bridge, because all you see is the road, it's so steep, and then sky. At the very top, it looked like they had cones set up with flags. It looked like a finish line. It looked like the party was up there, so to speak. It had a lot of brilliant colors and flags. It was a toll gate, but it looked like a party almost. And I'm like, just focus, Holly, on getting up to the top of that toll. Don't worry about the other side. Just get up to where those cones and flags are. I guess it's a toll or it's a party of people. I don't know. Well, all of a sudden on my left side, this big submarine van looking thing comes up and it's on a different line of tracks. But it comes up on my left side and I look over and the thing is white, black, and gray. It's not colorful. It's not like the flags and the cones at the very top of the hill. It's gray and dark and it comes roaring up to my left-hand side. And when it sees me, it kind of slows down and watches my pace. And I kept thinking to myself, stay calm, Holly, slow and steady. Just keep your eyes and keep going. It doesn't matter how steep this hill gets. Don't be afraid that you're going to fall down backwards. Just keep going and don't look back. The dream flipped. Now, I have problems remembering the second part of the dream. I should keep her down, but I don't like bringing her down these stairs because it's more like she falls down them. Same with me. I hurt my knees every day on these stairs. Every day. I drop down too. It's excruciating. These stairs are so steep. If I step on either one of my knees the wrong way, I literally see sparks before my eyes and I fall to the ground. And I got to take about 10, 15 minutes to stop and breathe because it's excruciating pain in my knees. And no, I'm not getting any of their surgeries. They already screwed me up with their cortisone shots. I should have stopped them at the first knee and not let them done the second knee. Both my knees are shot. And it only took one time. It only takes one time to have sex and get pregnant. One time to have sex and get AIDS. So those cortisone shots, one time, I'm screwed up. You, my brown-eyed girl, let's go. Come on. held my breath on that. Oh, Sava, you, where you? Hey, keep. Don't you go running off, you little shit, you. Guys, come here. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. If I take you guys over there, it's going to start buffering. All right, so what do you think about Sava? Cats get lockjaw and she can't open up her mouth. That just started a couple days ago. Health bread. I got to send the first vet I took her to an email. And then I got to, hey, get out. Don't you be eating, don't you scavenge, honey. I want to get her started on the melatonin. I don't know how to administer it to her. Because that could have been 5 days, 7 days already that I had her on it. And the melatonin's supposed to stop cancer, reverse the effects, and it specializes in the cancer she's got. If I think back to the nightmare that Ava gave me, and my dreams come true, the nightmares too, I just remember in the dream with the rabbit picking it up, and it said to me, Holly, I'm going to be in the hospital for 5 months. And don't you remember when I told you guys the dreams? I ran a video on YouTube, and I said to you guys, I'm like, I can't take this for 5 months. And I thought it was relating to the gang stalking that of December. You remember? Beck, I've been thinking about you. Okay, we're going to do 7 days. I could have had her on it for 7 days. It doesn't interact with the antibiotic that she's on. I got to make sure, double check on the gabapentin. She went wandering over here. I don't want you to buffer. Can you give me a moment? I'm sorry. Guys. Dressed this morning. Took a shower, everything. I'm up and at 'em. I wish every day could be like this. It was good that my friends called me up. Remember, Becca, the day I apologized to you? I don't mean to get snippy and snotty, especially at people that help me. But it's the very people that help me that I would go to when I'm in an altar or upset. I'm going to try to remember to replace the lash outs with laughing. Take something away, there's a void. We got to put something back in, right? So it was good that I got out a little bit. Come here, safe. It was good that I got out a little bit because it gave me that little spark to even want to get up and take a shower and do my hair. I get that depressed where I'll walk around in my night clothes all week long. Who cares? Throw a hat on. But I need to take better care of myself as a whole because I have not been taking care of myself. And that in itself is a demon. So let me say what she said. Okay. You guys are going to buffer. I'm sorry, but I want to go get my cat back. She's going to wander off. I don't want her. Sava. Yes, I'm being an old ninny. Get, Sava. There you go. Thank you. I'll worry less now. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. I had you guys in my pocket. By the way, let's test this. Can you hear me? Are you guys there? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Testing. Testing. Hello? Could you guys hear me? Work on the trigger till it's not one anymore. I got a lot of triggers, Becca. Oh my gosh. Emotions. You upset me, or if you hurt one of my, like say you gang stalk one of my friends, forget it. Say, if you belittle my relationship with Abba, forget it. My pets are sick, forget it. But on the average, normal, everyday, Becca, I'm starting to pick up on it. I woke up in 2014, came forward to the public 2 years later. I didn't find out until 2018 through a video that Eric Carlstrom and Anthony Patch did together that I was electronically targeted. Right? I should have caught on to that. I'm slow on the uptake, and no offense, but I'm always thinking, prime example, I'm always thinking these things happen to somebody else. It's on somebody else's front porch, not mine. Well, to me, it always happened to someone else. So now that I'm the target, it's like, wait a second. It took me a few years. To sort all of it out. They've been the same. Yeah, I'm sorry. And you know what? My altars, the same altars that are forward now were forward back in Maryland because we buried Holly purposefully. We didn't want those people touching Holly anymore. So I gave them an altar. And that's what they had to deal with. So I was hurt along the way. So my altars not only have to deal with what they dealt with in the dumps, but then they had to deal with people in my privacy, ripping apart my household, turning my life upside down. They even literally took me out of New Jersey. There was no reason for it. Not unless you're going to murder me like they did Max Spears. But so now those altars are forward. So they talk to me about what's going on with them. I give them back to Yeshua. But they remember how other people treated them. And, you know, these other people were calling me by somebody else's name. They were calling me Lori and telling me my birthday was October 15th, or it could have been October 13th, back in the year 1972, or it could have been 1975. But now we're going to call you Lori. No, my name is Holly Nancy Baglio. I was raised as Holly Nancy Gabery. So, Becca, what they did to upset me back then, these altars still feel. And I'm not holding a grudge against these people, and I have searched my soul long and hard, Becca, and with Abba. I forgive them. I forgive me. But the damage is done, and I'm dealing with the leftover pain, so I need time to heal. And I need to make sure I never put myself back in a situation like that again, or let myself be led into a situation like that. I have to also really, I need to stand up for myself, but I need to, you know, I'm like an extreme person. I'm all the way to the right or all the way to the left. I'm not right down, hey Ben, I love you, sweetheart. I'm not down the middle of the road. I gotta do that wholesome thing, right? So I'm a little bit more even keel, so to speak, and grabbing a hold of my emotions. But I did not unpack, Becca, When I got here, it hurt me so much that I left my stuff in boxes and bags and in a closet. I was bounced around in 2019. Every 6 weeks, I was bouncing around to a new house to stay in. And then when it finally did calm down, I was kept under thumb, and it was very damaging. Everything you should not do to a survivor, everything that you shouldn't do to a normal person, they did to me. And I'm very still mad at them. I still have feelings towards them, and I need more time to heal. I don't hold a grudge. When those people pop in my head, I say, Ava, let your will be done in their lives. I pray they're not being demonically attacked. I pray that they're not going through a rough time. In Yeshua's name, I pray for the people in Maryland, Selah. But that's it. I don't get into depth. So, like, people that have hurt me, yeah, I pray for them. I let it go and I stay away. People that collapse my lung trying to take my life, no, I stopped praying for people like that. I stopped praying for a lot of politicians a long time ago. They hurt me. And I saw what they did to other kids. So I couldn't even unpack. I was so scared that those people in Maryland were going to come show up on my front doorstep. I was scared of that for many months. That's why at first I was lying to you guys and I said I went to Nebraska, because I didn't want to ever see those other people again. And I learned a valuable lesson. I learned that what James Casbolt said about gang stalking and handlers, people literally being paid by the NSA to come into someone's life like me, to handle me and manipulate me. What he says is true, and I have fallen victim to it. And if any of you have fallen victim to it, I want you to know I got two shoulders, okay? And if you need one, well, I got two of them. So it happened to me, and I really can't, it feels surreal that it happened to me. Telly's, it's great to see you. Becca, you know what happened? I took the red Bali kratom last night. This morning, I think I may have found a good mix. 2 exactly sized, 2 teaspoons of green Angda, and 3/4 teaspoon of red Bali, and medicinal marijuana. And this is my 3rd cigarette today, so I went from a pack down to 3. I'm quitting. I don't want to waste my money, but honestly, guys, when I go see my friends, they give me cigarettes. So, hey, it's my Mel V. How are you? Yeah, she's got lockjaw. She can't open her mouth. She's got a vet. Maybe I should have kept the vet appointment for tomorrow night, but the reason why I made it for Thursday is her antibiotic wears off then, and he can administer her a second one and give me new meds. But her lockjaw just started happening. I noticed it yesterday. I don't know. What should I do? Should I call the vet back and say, no, I'll bring her in Tuesday, but then I would just have to turn around and bring her in Thursday? That's lifting her up and moving her around. In the nightmare Abba gave me a month and a half ago, the rabbit, being Simba, it said, you're picking me up, down, you're hurting me. I'm going to be in the hospital for 5 months. So that gives me hope that we can get her out of this and she will recover by April. I'll be honest. But I can't be poking and prodding at her too much, because I will hurt her. But she just got lockjaw yesterday. That could be the cancer advancing, or it could be just lockjaw stress. It's great to see you, Tellies. I'm praying for all of you. So, I'm gonna have to walk keep her a little bit. You're gonna have to come with me. So I don't know, should I keep the vet? That way I can get her in and he can give her a muscle relaxer for her jaw tomorrow, because a tight jaw will bring pain in itself. I'm all damn confused. I'm on a budget, but at least honestly, guys, I have a for her because of you guys. So I don't know what to do. And I don't know what to do. Abba, I won't make a mistake again. I will come ask you first, Abba, what do I do? In Yeshua's name. Abba, what do I do? Do I take her to the vet tomorrow still? Because I don't want to be overkill, Abba. I cannot hear you, Abba. Can you speak louder, Abba? I don't know. Typically it's $50 to get in, but with medicine, her antibiotics I think were 30. Her gabapentin was 20 or 30. So if they were to give her a muscle relaxer, I would imagine it would be 30. An emergency visit, they're going to double the price. They slammed me with that on Monday, last Monday. You should go poo-poo's back here so I can keep a signal and then we can go in, honey. I know you got to go a second time. And we got to go in the back door anyway because the front door is locked. I think I have money. I know I have money coming up to take her. I need you to go. You could always call back and switch it maybe for tomorrow night. And then if I have to bring her back, be okay, because at least it would give me the rest of the week to do that. You go poo-poos, honey. Come on. Heal me, Lord, and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved. You are the one I praise. And all the people all tried to touch him because power was coming from him and healing them all. But I will restore you to health and heal power. His understanding has no limit. Thank you, Tallies. I love you. Thank you. Anytime you want to put up script. All right, keep poo-poos, honey. Can you? Come on, sweet pig. My honey bunnies. My brown-eyed girl. My shadow. Come on. She wants to sit outside. Don't fight me. She wants to sit outside. Look at this. I know you're just so pretty. Such a good girl. Okay, how about this? Come here. No, you. Okay, up. Up. You gotta go up. I'm sorry to make you go back stairs. She bangs her knees and shins on the stairs. It's steep. Hang on, Miss Spunky. Ow, I can't feel my hands to take off. Okay, and the other thing I need to do is shampoo my carpets. A clean environment for Sava. I don't know, her mouth could have had that already. And maybe I'm just finally noticing it now. If anything happens, I'll rush her to the vet. That I don't. Going from that cold to this warm. I can't feel my hands. Ah, my hands are almost as red as that thing right there. Stop barking. Go lay down, Keep. No treats. Go lay down. You know, it's a great remedy. I remember the ex, he would yell at me for going, he'd be like, that's gross. Why do you do that? Dude, I'm warming up my hands. So put them in your pockets or something. You sent me a message. Okay. Hey, Mel V, you got my cell? You can always send me a message there, just in case. I know we're all protective of our phone numbers. I will have to get going soon. I really got to get on my paperwork for the state of New Jersey and social services and get my thank yous out. Get Lynn her video, and then hopefully I can clean my house to give Sava a cleaner home. Something must be getting better because Sava and Keeper, when I brought Keeper in this morning, she went in the bedroom and she went up to Sava, who was sitting there, and they were both touching noses and they were both smelling each other. And I was like, ooh, I don't know. I took it as a good sign. She doesn't smell like an infection anymore. But she's got that big bump in here. She can only open up her mouth. But she's still eating. She's still eating. But yeah, man, like Heavenly Abba, can I have an instant miracle and just like Shazam, it goes away and poof, she's all better and like this never happened? I've been a part of miracles. I used to go to a church and people would go in the hospital, and I remember this one day in particular, the man standing up at the front of the church, and he goes, we got one of our friends in the hospital, and thank you. I got to write that down. You know how many notes I got, but anyway, so what the hell was I saying? So one Sunday I was sitting at church, and the man at the front, a man came up and he's like, we have so-and-so in the hospital. And I thought, wow, I know that person. I was hanging out with them for, that my church had a Halloween party. I went to it. And then I won a contest with Best Story. My best story was I got the cross on my forehead May 17th, 2014. It was the 11th one on the roll. Well, I also had a dream. Well, I had a dream about the church, and I drew a picture of the church. And 11 months later, after I got the cross on my head, and the cross was the 11th one on the roll, 11 months later, I walked into Mountaintop Church, and I got a second flash photo of a perfect X marks the spot. A perfect X and a perfect spot on the piano. The sun was shining through the skylight. I have it on the computer. I could show you real quick, but I got to boot up. I kid you not. I got a second flash photo, and because I had asked Abba, is that cross really from you? Can I have confirmation? And I kid you not, I was begging for him to give me confirmation, and then it dawned on me, wait a minute. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. April 2015, I walked into Mountaintop Church for a conference. Hey, TII, it's great to see you. You're like, wow, is that Holly? I don't recognize her without the hat. I'm even dressed today. I don't have sweatpants on. Look at that. I look like a girl. A real human being girl. 5 fingers, though. I know I'm a hybrid, but look, I only got 5 fingers. No, I'm not showing you my feet because I got 6 digits on each foot. Shh. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yes, they look like us now. See? I look just like you normal humans. I fit right in here on HTV. I blend in like a chameleon. I finally got out of my sweatpants. Stop it. Go lay down. For 2 days, I had jeans on and then sweatpants over them. What about the I'll show you. Stop. Stop, Pete. No more. No treaties. Go. Go. Oh, there it is. I had to get out of mine. Hang on a second. Keith, I'm not giving you treaties. Fine. You know what? I give if it makes you go lay down. Go lay down now. I'll show you my toes. I only got 5 digits. Wouldn't that be funny if I took off my socks and there were really 3 digits? I'd be pulling that joke on people on YouTube until everybody saw my feet. Do you know that I had Sava's got new hiding spots? Do you know that I had a cousin, 2 cousins, male and female? She's right in front of me. There she is. Hi, honeys. Hi. Do you know that you see her cheek? This one? Yeah, you got a big knot under there. And her eye waters. You know what? I hate myself. I really do hate myself because I misread the signs. I thought her pulling her hair out was that she had lice or something, so I treated her for that. No, she was doing that for pain. And then her eyes crying, I thought she was depressed, so I cuddled her more. No, it was cancer. Abba, I repent. All praise, glory, and worship to you. I'm sorry. So anyway, let me get back to the 6-digit thing. So I had a cousin, 2, male and female. They were my first cousins. They were both born with 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot. Grandma said it was from a birth. It was from my Aunt Laura, who married my Uncle Elwood. They said that there was inbreeding in her family. But looking back, I'm not quite so sure about it because my Uncle Elwood was in World War II. My Uncle Clarence, my Uncle Everett. Now, my grandmother and grandpa raised me. So my grandmother had 5 brothers and sisters. All of her brothers served in the war. My grandmother herself was a military wife. So anyway, I don't think it was a birth defect. I don't think it was a birth defect in Laura's family. I really think that she was a hybrid. I mean, look at my papa. On his cemetery site, it gives his clearance rank, not a title. It gives a rank or clearance rather. He has SC. My papa had SCI clearance in the Navy. There's only 2 clearances you can get, and apparently he had one of them. But here, I'll prove it. Look, my bubble toes. What? I should have put my finger behind there and been like, see? Look, guys. Look! I give a whole new definition to hybrid now. You guys. Proof Holy Molly is human after all. Notice I only showed you one foot and not the other. So anyway, I'm teasing. So anyway, my aunt had the digits on their hands, the sixth digit. She had them surgically removed as soon as they were born. But my one cousin left his sixth, this, I think maybe on both of them they did. They just left their feet alone. They didn't want to tamper with my cousin's feet because it might have devastating impacts later, taking off a toe and then how you walk. So I think they left the extra digit on both foot, but I don't think that that was from inbreeding. Not now that I've woken up with my testimony, and not now. Like, I remember Papa saying, he came home one time, and I remember him specifically saying, and I never knew how it worked in the Navy, but now I know, you got it, hey, Huntress. Apparently you got to be somebody, but I remember my Papa coming home, and he was talking about something that he had to do. And my grandmother, I can't remember, but he was like, yeah, I had to go do something. But what I did was I pulled Jack in on it, and he came with us. And I pulled so-and-so in, and that was the crew to the ship. There was this one conversation in particular, and I remember my grandma and Papa talking. And I was like, could you get Uncle Elwood with you? Could you get Uncle Elwood? And he goes, no, Uncle Elwood's in the Army. My Papa was in the Navy. I was like, oh, you and Uncle Elwood could have been on the boat together. He goes, me and Jack were on the boat together. I pulled him for my crew. Something like that. My Uncle Jack was married to my Aunt Evelyn. Did you know there's an Evelyn Rothschild? He's a man, though. My aunt's a woman. We would call her Aunt Babe. But my Papa apparently had some pull in the Navy. He could decide who he wanted on that boat with him. Hemophilia is another. I don't think I have hemophilia, but you look at me and I just bruise. I wake up with bruises all the time. But that's not hemophilia. Are inbred because of all they go back to the bloodliners who are all related originally. Yes, Becca, I remember in the Dumbs, it was all incest in the Dumbs. So I remember one of the families being there. It was both the husband and wife, and the wife was sitting in the chair, and she's like, you think you're his real wife? You're not. I am. And I was pregnant with his kid, and I was bending over. I was down on my knees, and it seems to me, the memory's still fuzzy, but it seems to me I was shining his shoes, and I was pregnant with his kid. And she's like, you think he's your husband, or you think you're his wife? I am. As the Rothschilds. It's actually a sign of having giants and inbreeding. It's definitely hybrid genetics. That's what I was thinking. It was hybrid genetics. And something with my grandmother's bloodline, because she just, I don't know, more like you could be my mother and father's child almost more than I do. Isn't that weird, Becca? Isn't that weird how that stuff turns out? Right? I met somebody from the Dumbs, and they had introduced me to their mother and father, and I kid you not, I even said to him, I said, you look more like you are my son than you are both of their children. You don't look like either one of them. You look like you're my son. He's like, I know. And beautiful kid. I hope he has an amazing life. Anemia. That's it. Anemia. Thank you, Tellies. Thank you, Huntress. But, yeah, so I think I got the right blend for Kratom, so I'm not jacked up. I'm still getting my pain relief, but I'm not jacked up. And it still gives me a spurt of energy, but I'm not jacked up like the, sitting on the edge. Thank you, Tellies. Yeah, there was incest in the Dumbs. all over the place. So the very man that created me was the very man that got me pregnant. I guess you call that a part of the breeding program. Um, my normal family and my normal life, there was none of that stuff going on. I was never molested or raped. I never had, none of that ever happened to me in my family. So it was only the stuff in the dumbs. But yeah, apparently that's what these Illuminati do is they give up their genetics, have a super soldier created, and then once it's created, they have sex with it. So then out comes a kid. They'll use the kid as a sacrifice or turn the kid over into the projects. Um, I don't like talking about it because it's very awkward, and I want to be very mindful of other people and their current lives and spouses and families. But I remember being in the dumbs walking around. When I was a little girl, I remember delivering a baby for them. I believe my grandmother was in the room, but she looked like she was hypnotized and zoned out. Upon delivery, the man, I think the Rothschild, took the baby out. I don't want to give his name if you don't mind. I have in the past, but I don't want to now. Another time, I gave birth and the Rothschilds went to take it and I got in a knife fight to stop it, but they won anyway and my baby was sacrificed in front of me. And they cut me up really badly too. I had big gashes and wounds. I fought. I fought right there on the delivery room table. Then a third time, I can't believe this. Is that why, gatekeeper? I did a little bit of work with James Rink. I told him I'd do an interview with him, but he had asked me a question in that work that we had done with each other, and to James Ring or Rink, I always mess up his last name. He asked me how many times I gave birth, and I said 3. When we were done with our counseling session, we were kind of talking out afterwards, talking about things, and I said to him, I said, James, I only remember like the one time. Well, then after that, I thought the gatekeeper, my altar, got mad and she set up barbed wire and she electrified the whole entire library so nobody could get in. And if you just couldn't touch any of my memories. The library is filled with books, and in each book are my memories. And it's a huge library. Um, I can tell you what it looks like, and there was a secret door to the library. Hey, Amber, it's good to see you. 1 second. And I love the name Evelyn, too. Aunt Babe. So when we were done with that counseling, I was like, James, I only remember like the one time. So now, right now, today, I'm telling you 3 times. The third time, I remember giving birth to a kid. I was in the dumps. It was with another super soldier. And I remember they had, this memory just came forward to me. Tim from Let's Get Jacked Up on FringeRadioNetwork.com. He can tell you when this memory came back because he had given me a link to other hosts and hostesses on FringeRadioNetwork.com. And the lady, I think her name was Karen, was giving her testimony about a delivery, and all of a sudden my memories came flooding back, and I thought, oh my. So this just happened probably this past summer. So I remember another super soldier and I was giving birth. I was numb from here down. Now, I've never had a child in this normal life, so I don't know the whole delivery process thing. And I remember having a gown on and the super soldier sitting there, and he says to me, he says, Holly, what do you think we can do? Run away with this kid and raise it and live as a family happily ever after again? Yeah, and can we? You and I can both break out of here right now. Can we? I don't know what happened to that child. I gave birth, but it was not used as a sacrifice. I have been forgiven for this, but I had 2 abortions, and then one time was Plan B. So the exes, as well as myself, I hope they repented to Yeshua. I haven't, he forgave me. But if you don't think that I haven't spent a lot of time crying in the corners about that, you're wrong. Hey, Evelyn, I love your name, sweetie. When you were talking about this one particular family the other day, I was like, yep, that's why she looks like my parents. Really? Ooh, now I'm curious. What do they look like? I have porphyria, which is a genetic blood disease, causes all kinds of problems. When I was diagnosed, there were 3 types. Now there's over 12 mutations. Oh my goodness, Amber, I lift you up to Heavenly Abba in Yeshua's name. He goes by Ring. Ring. Oh, Ring, okay. Turns out I was like, oh my God. Oh my gosh, Huntress. Luciferian scum. I never gave birth in normal life either. Yes, I did the morning after pill with the dude that collapsed my lung, and he came home and fed it to me, and I said, this is abortion. I don't. Yeah, but it was an accident. Yeah, I don't really care. So I'm happy with my vow of celibacy. I don't have to worry about crap like that. And my new husband and boyfriend, Yeshua HaMashiach, he is fine with me being celibate. You know, I really like being touched anyhow. Um, can you keep my kitty in your prayers? Yes. Oh, absolutely. They take DNA, baby's DNA prior to sacrifice. Nothing ever dies. Slaves. We now get lung cancer, but happily, just pray, Holly. I took it into myself and I did this for them. I'm praying for you, Amber. And Huntress, I lift up your little kitty to Heavenly Abba in Yeshua's name. All right. Designer vats of embryos with multiple DNA. You got so skinny, honey. You got so skinny. I miss you being fat cat. See my paperwork? There you are. There you are. That's just my paperwork. That's not even the computer work, but I'll tell you what. My computer work looks just as messy. Ooh, what are you doing? Come here 1 second. Come here. Don't you go nowhere. Okay, stop. Let me see your eye. Oh, honey. Oh, her eyes watering. The puffy eyes watering. Now I've got it. You know what, Amber? Abba tells me to be very careful when I say to people, you know, I wish I could take it for you and go through it so you wouldn't have to. Because sometimes if it's in his will, he will honor it and give it to you. I remember my mother always used to say that my sister was going to get in a car accident and die. And after years of hearing about it, I finally said something. And I said, you know, shut up, you're speaking death into her, and I'm sick and tired of having it. You can manifest stuff like that. So I went, I had it. I had it. And this was a long time ago, back when I was 29 years old. And I went before Heavenly Abba, and I said, Abba, you know, I feel like my mother's speaking death into my sister, and I think I might be psychic too. If I am psychic, will you please take away all of my psychic gifts, so that way, should my sister ever get into a car accident, she will not die. He obliged me. He took away all of my gifts, and I walked around like a normal person does without any spiritual gifts for, I would say, 10 years. May have been a little bit less time than that, but it was a long time, and he obliged me. And my sister did get in a car accident, but she never died, and it was a bad car accident. But she's okay. Being tortured as a fetus prior to implementation, these pods were all connected, and there were all these colors. I remember some not surviving torture and programming starts as fetus. You know what's weird, hundreds? Becca, that was you, Becca. I have a memory, and it's the darndest thing. I have a memory where I'm sitting in a jar, but I'm up on a so to speak, for lack of better terms, and there's other things in the jar like me. You're going, oh, well, I lift you up to Heavenly Abba. Maybe you'll be in those PJs all day long and not just for a few hours. I hope you feel better in Yeshua's name. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for saying hi. I do hope you feel better. There's the little kiddies. Oh, now there's a shot. There's my pretty girl. She's like, yes, do you see this human? She is wrapped around my tail. I have this Holly wrapped around my tail. She's just so cute. What, you camera shy? You camera shy? I love you, Sava. I'm hoping you see her eye right by her paw. That one, it waters. Right? Or no? I got your sides mixed up. I don't know. So, this is what I do all day, is smother my kitty. I just smother you and smother you. So, I guess her eye watering means that she's in pain. I got her medicine administered to her today without any problems. She got it all, and we did very well. Fetus torture and what you remember with the jars happens in the Hall of Horrors in New Mexico, Dulce. I was at that place the most, under 4, I think. Wow, Becca. When I was 3 years old, my mother moved out to San Antonio, Texas. And so somewhere out there, wherever the dumb is, I remember that was the first memory of dumbs that I have. So I always suspected I was at the Hall of Nightmares, because I remember some strange creations they had. Here, cats growing a holly face out of her. I love you. Yes, I love you. I don't want you to feel any pain. Does petting your head take pain away? Because if petting your head takes pain away, I'm going to pet you so much that I'm going to pet your fur all out. You're so pretty, Sava. I just love you. Alright, so I'm not moving right now. I need a bigger chair. I used to have a bigger chair at my computer. Yeah, and I can put you on my lap, and then I can type away like we always do. I kid you not, she's a lap cat. Always on my lap. Always on my lap. Even when I sit at the toilet, always getting on my lap, even on the toilet. She's just so loving, this cat. The vets, I'll tell you, everybody that meets my pets, they're all like, oh my God, they're such loving animals. Yeah, you're just so loving. I don't know where you get all that loving from. I'm a mean, nasty, horrible, rotten super soldier. Yes, I am brutal. I am mean, fierce. I love you, Sava. Texas near Dallas is used a lot. Four Corners basis when I was a teenager. Under the guise of a Christian group. Yeah, handlers come in the guise of Christians. Well, we've been Christians for 30 years. We're the Church of Philadelphia. Oh, yeah, we're the elect as well. We know everything, Holly. We've been Christians for 30 years. You must listen to us. Walk like us, quack like us, laugh like us, dress like us. Sorry. Gabrielle, it's good to see you, hon. Oh, I just love you. Yes, I do, Sava. Yes, I do. Does this mean she's comfortable? Is she comfortable? Like, or is she suffering in pain? Because cats don't show pain. We just want to help you. We want to make it better. I felt like South Park there for a minute. We just want to make it better. And then my head just pops off, rolls around my neck. Yeah, right. Oh, who just want to help me? Meow. Yeah, they just want to help. No, they just want to put you under their thumb and tell you what to do. Yes, they just want to tell you what to do all the time. Yeah, handlers suck, man. Oh, Holly, if you want, you can take your cat and dog to a vet. Well, gee, thank you for telling me that. I've only had Sava for 12 years and Keeper for 11. Shh, until you told me just now that I could take my pets to a vet, I would have had no idea I could do such a thing. Geez, I'm so glad you're handling me. I was just lost without you. Telling me what to eat, telling me what to smoke. You can't vape, Polly, but you can smoke cigars because we like cigars. You can't vape, Polly, but you can smoke cigarettes. No, vaping is better than smoking cigarettes. Everybody likes to argue that. I'm done arguing it. Vaping is better than cigarette smoking. You're not getting as many chemicals. It's a no-brainer. And it's usually those other chemicals in a cigarette that have you so intensely addicted to it. It's not even so much the nicotine, it's the other chemicals that cause a lot of addiction issues. It was horrible. It was really horrible. From one corner of the world to the other on the train, in an underground, in an hour. Wow. My memories are fragmented and scattered. Like, I'll have a flash of a memory and that's it, and it's not enough to go on. But it's there. But I would like my alters to tell me more about the dumbs and where I was and what happened. I would like them to tell me more. That way maybe we can break into a dumb and kidnap kids and bring them out to freedom. Yeah, go into the dumb kidnap kids that are already kidnapped. Bring them out. We can do it. Majestic 12 rescue attempt. Break in, save the kids, break back out. Or just commandeer the whole dumb. I say commandeer the whole dumb. Take it over and eradicate all the bad, foul stuff that's in there. But as far as some of these projects, oh my goodness, it's Sage. How are you? How you doing? It's great to see you. I caught you live. As soon as she's done. See, I have a priority right now in my hands. Yes. Yes. I love you too. Yes, I do. Aha, I headbutted you. I headbutted you. But this is what she do, is always jump up the lap. You have a few leads. And just sit there for hours with me petting her. You want to take this to the computer desk? You want to come sit with me at the computer, honey? That way I could get some work done. Actually, you have to go eat something, and you have to eat something right now. I took a cheeseburger out for dinner. They cut my food stamps off. That's why I have to do my paperwork, is I gotta get food stamps. I don't have any. What are you doing, Sava Ava? Did you want me to keep petting you? I'll sit there for hours and pet you. All right, I guess I'm gonna go, I guess. I don't know. Eat food. It's the other thing. Here, you want to have breakfast with me, guys? Let's have breakfast together. What is it? ahvma.org. Sage. Here, you can drop a link in. Hi, Nancy. Okay, so the watering eye is bad. It was watering this morning, but it stopped watering now. So, how are you, Nancy? It's great to see you. My love to you and your family. Animal neuropathy. Okay. Hi, honeys. You're following me around. Are you following me around? She's just so cute. She's just so cute. So, milk. Do you want some chicken, Sava? I made you fresh chicken. Did you want some? I did. I kid you not. My friend from the farm gave me chicken breast, and it was chicken raised without antibiotics and stuff. So I cooked it for Sava and Keeper. Me, I can eat the garbage they sell in the store. But that's why you rub it on my leg? Ah, treaty time. All right, give me a second. Puree it for Kitty. Yes, you know what? I got apple laws. She likes them. What I do, these things. These apple laws. They come in little round things too, but she likes the apple laws. So what I do is I have to I can't let her eat it just plain. I let her eat it just plain. I think it was yesterday, and she vomited. So we don't want that. So what I do is I get the apple laws and I mix it with water. And then I take a fork and I mush the tuna so it's just like mushy shreds so she could just swallow it without chewing. And, oh, I'm sorry, Keith. Oh, yes, you want that, right? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, is that yummy? All right, I got her eating. So I got her eating chicken. I got the apple laws, and then I put a little bit of water in it. Hey, it's Lorena. I was tuned into Dan Bedoni. I haven't been talking too much in the chat. He did a great show last night. Also, Friday. Great show. That's what I do is I take it and I put like water and I mash it with the fork. And she'll eat it that way. I should mash it up a little bit more. Hang on, Keepies. I'll get you some. Keepies like, where's my chicken? Oh, I got your chicken, Keeper. I had made a chicken breast a couple nights ago, but it came out hard. It didn't come out good like this one. So, here, I'll show you. It came out bad. Oh, wait, where are you going? Anyway, it came out bad. It came out dried. So, I can't give that to Sava. So, I'll give it to Keeper. Here. Oh, I'm sorry, Sava. Come here. I got more for you. Oh, look, I got more. I got more. Yeah, you want more, I know. I'm Russian. I'm Russian. I'll be Russian for you. I'll be German for you. I'll be Italian for you. Okay, we'll give you that. Sorry, I'm like down on the floor breaking it up. But I got her eating again. I got her eating. I'm hoping that when I get her to the vet Thursday, they tell me she gained weight. I would be surprised if she did not gain weight. Yes, I got some more for you, Sava. She's eating this faster than I can break it up for her. Oh, praise be to Abba for Yeshua HaMashiach. Please join Sava to eat Heavenly Abba. Please bless her food. Make it nutritious for her and make the cancer and the pain all go away with every bite she takes. Yes. So this is what Sava's going to be getting. Is I'm going to be getting the chicken on the bone, the chicken breast on the bone, baking it with a little bit of olive oil or butter on the top of it. And that's what her and Keeper are going to eat for dinner. Hey, Nancy, I got a question. Can you give dog food, cat food, or no? I have a ton of dried cat food Sava's never going to touch or eat. Can I give it to my dog? Really? Yeah, Sava's finicky. Really? Wait, what'd you say? American Holistic. Oh, okay. Thank you. I know, Sava. I know. I got more. I kid you not, this cat is devouring it. Oh, I am. It's outside. Don't you worry about what's going on outside. You just eat, Sava. If I break them up real small, I got to break them up more tiny. Oh, I got more for you, Sava. Cats need more fat than dogs. Uh-oh. You want the skin? No. Well, she's not eating dry food. She can't. She can only eat wet food, pureed food, or like this chicken. Like, I got to break it up so tiny and fine. It's like I got to chew it 5 times first before I can give it to her. Like in little itty bitty pieces that are mushed. I got more, honey. Yes, I do. Come here, Sava. Wow, she's eating this up better than she did last night. Here you go. She acts like she hasn't eaten in like a week. I know, Keep, you want more. I'll give you more. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Okay, Becca, I have to take better care of myself. But my breakfast is, that banana, 2 eggs, a cup or 2 of milk. That's just breakfast. And then I tend to get I tend to get dinner in, which I'll have a cheeseburger, or I'll try to make a steak with noodles or chicken and stuffing and corn. Hey, where you going? I got more cut up for you. Hey, come back hither. I got more for you broken up. Don't you want some more? Stop, Keeper. Back up. I got yours already. Here. You don't want no more? Come here. Come hither. All right, well then I guess you can have it. You don't want no more? I mean, just around with the chicken. I got more. No? All right. Score! Score! That was a total score. So she's got that much left. So I'm going to be going to ShopRite and buying chicken breast on the bone and baking it. Because I got boneless chicken breast, but when I baked it in a pan, it just didn't come out right. Wait, what are you doing? You want some more? I know you want some more. Come here. So, that's for Sava. And you, Miss Keeper. Get your head out of that fridge. You gotta chew it though. So I'll give her the dried food. Or the dried chicken. So I'm hoping for full curing and healing. I don't want to give up yet. But I want to do that melatonin. Did you hear my stomach? Breakfast, so easy. I don't like cooking. It takes too long. This is fun because you can slam stuff in it. I should have put the milk in first. I always forget to do that. My milk is frozen. My milk is literally frozen. Thank you so much, Sage. Thank you. Here cooking makes. Elisa, me, here cooking makes a mess too. A little boiled water over the food could make it soft and gravy. Thank you. Yeah, I got to work on that healthy lifestyle, Becca. Abba's on me. Last night or yesterday, Abba said, you didn't even eat your breakfast and you were hungry and you could have eaten. Holly, I will only accept your prayer and fasting today. Now, he said this to me about lunchtime. He said, I forgot what I had at lunch. I had fettuccine Alfredo noodles and I had banana bread. Speaking of which, I got to get more banana bread out. because I froze it. I should have cut it in half again, darn it. But anyway, at lunch he was like, you eat your breakfast before the end of the day, and I will accept your prayer and fasting for Sava and Keeper. But you got to make sure you eat your breakfast. So I ate my breakfast. I didn't get a dinner. Or I ate my lunch. Then later on I ate my breakfast. But I didn't get a dinner. I was starving too. I really wanted to eat. But a couple of drops of vanilla. Just a couple of drops. You don't want too much vanilla. Sugar. 2 tablespoons of sugar. That's all botched up. Alright, and then that's it. It's ECWN. How are you? No, Holly Hobby doesn't have a Betty Crocker. I used to. No, I didn't make the banana bread. My friends made the banana bread, but I should have, I forgot to. I wanted to cut it in pieces. Because I'm just one person. It will go bad before I get to finish it. You know what? Maybe I could still cut it. I missed your first comment. No, Holly Hobby doesn't have a Betty Crocker cookbook. Yes, I missed your first comment. I'm sorry, ECWN. Maybe I could still cut it and then leave the rest. I could probably still hack it with a big knife, right? Oh, one of my friends, D-Eyes, I was watching her video. She wants to make videos where she travels to different places and stuff. I'm really hoping and praying that she has success in her endeavors. I like those videos where people go places like, what's his name? Paul Flores. He goes to national parks and records stuff, down at the border recording stuff. I like that, you know. Oh, look, it's good after all. Ooh, perfect. My favorite, the butt. I'm eating this first. It's my favorite. Huh. What can I put it in? I don't know what to put it in. I don't know what to put it in. Maybe just aluminum foil would be okay. But yeah, the butt of the bread is always my favorite. Me favorite. Good. Dinner. So last night I did eat my breakfast. I didn't get any dinner. And I asked Abba, will you please accept my prayer of fasting? And he did. But today, I don't know. I think he's going to have me fast something else, not food. Probably just to drink water all day. Well, I'm drinking my kratom. I don't know. I'll have to ask Abba what he wants me to do with the prayer and fasting. Because I started into 40 days of prayer and fasting solely for my friends. Honestly, you guys, what you did for me back in December, which is part of the test, which is the testimony I'm going to be giving Dan on this Friday, the demonic attacks and my personal experience of what I went through. I prayed to draw closer to Abba. Oh, I did all right. I learned a bunch of stuff. But anyway, while I'm praying and fasting this time, it's for my friends, for your prayers to be answered. You guys have helped me emotionally, mentally, physically. You guys have helped me in so many capacities that I wanted to thank you. And the first way to go about that is to pray and fast to Abba, because well, he's God. He can thank you a lot better than I can, and he has the means to thank you. And I ask him to thank you for me because he can do it right. Yeah, it'll be my second time back. Hey, Art. I love you. How are you, Art by Pam? Banana and nut bread represents the body we are having. Are we having communion? You do? I'll eat the butt of the bread for you anytime you don't want it. I gotta get a P.O. box. Yes, I will do that, Becca. I'm sorry. I will do that. I will do that. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Okay. You ready? I'm going to get you guys healthy. You ready for your raw eggs? My ninja! Hasha! Asai! This thing rocks. My ninja. A little bit I am, yeah. Blender. I love that thing. I love that thing. Yeah, I'll accept my prayer and fasting yesterday. So, but I'm in it for 40 days. Honestly, guys, I'm going to stay in prayer and fasting for the rest of my life. I can't fathom this world. And dealing with my altars is a lot easier to deal with when I'm in the spirit with Abba. But this prayer and fasting for 40 days is for you guys. But when I'm done with the prayer and fasting, I'm staying in prayer and fasting. The Food Network. Mmm. It's like frothy. That's good. It's like eating a cake in the morning. A couple drops of vanilla, sugar, milk, egg, and banana. If I could only eat this good for the rest of the meals. There we go. All right, good. Now hopefully I will have energy. Yeah, right? Okay. Ooh, jeez. I'm coming. All right, you're right, ECWN. Heavenly Abba, I come before you and I lift up my vitamins and my breakfast to you. I ask that you bless them and pour the blood of the Lamb on them. I pray that you make my food holy and acceptable to eat. Please make my body get healthy. Please join me. And I love you very much, Heavenly Abba. Thank you for my vitamins and my breakfast. In Yeshua's name I pray. Selah. Superfood mixes, you could just add them to that. Right? That's a good idea. Because of your metabolism, it would take like maybe a week. You're right. It'd take me a week or two. If I could just get 2 weeks in like that, I would be in a routine. That's what happened with my martial arts. Is I started that and just everything else fell into place, like taking my vitamins and eating better. At least I'm eating though. I tell you though, I feel it in my belly as soon as I get done eating this. I don't know what it is about these shakes, but I always feel better. You're right though, Becca. If I could get these things, these kind of mixes again, that have all the vitamins, all the minerals. Ooh. I got room for one of these. Actually, it'd be too sweet. Thank you, Becca. I think so. Yeah, it was exactly 2 teaspoons of the green mangda, a little less than 1 teaspoon of the red barley. And what did I smoke this morning? Jack Herrera. I got sativa. I did get this, I got indica. I think it's called double grape. That stuff's not too bad. I think I had sativa though this morning. I'm not sure. It was sativa. Yeah, sativa. Sativa always works the best for me. It calms my stomach. It makes me laugh. And I have energy to get up and do stuff. I want to get up and do stuff. I'm in a better place in my mind. Yeah, sativa is the strain I always go for. But then I think after that, I think it would be indica. Because there's certain kinds of indica simply because I like the taste of it. Simply because certain strains of or certain kinds of indica taste good, it'll work simply because it tastes good to me and I like it. Like I had green crack once. It's a sativa strain, guys. Everybody's like, "Wow, crack comes in green now." Yeah. No, but for some reason, I was in one of these moods, and because I didn't like the taste, it didn't really work on me. But You start a new job? Oh, I pray for you. Congratulations, Paula. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I feel all right this morning, Becca. I feel all right. Definitely calm. Definitely calm. Like I feel like the kratom, the way I made the kratom, and the combination of the jack, it slowed me down. I'm not spiraling out of control or flying off the handle. I'm eating, Becca. I'm up and I'm showered, Becca. My dish, well, now that I made breakfast, my dishes are done. I have, well, these are my to-do notes. This is all my to-do stuff. I got a lot of paperwork, though. Like, so I guess all that paperwork is my to-do. But it doesn't look organized, but it is actually organized. And this one little piece of paper, this one little piece of paper will get all of those papers cleaned up. So yeah, today, I would say today's a good day, Becca. Today's a really good day for me. I love you, Sage. Have a beautiful day. Okay, Freedom 76. I gotta write that. Sage. I am Holly Baglio 11 at gmail.com. It's the number 11. Love cat. I like that. Lovecat.com. Love cat. I gotta save a cat. Ganja flavor is the key to which strain is better for you. The ganja. Yeah. It's weird how the flavor can make a difference. But yeah, I hit the nail on the head somehow today. Actually, I didn't do it. You know what I did was I said, Abba, just guide me through this morning. I got up. I didn't run for cigarettes. I got up. I took care of my cat. I usually run to the bathroom because of my intestines, but I took care of her. He guided me. Even with the pouring, I'll be honest, Becca, with the kratom, I was like, Abba, guide my hand. And then while he was guiding my hand, I noticed I took my hand back from him. And I'm like, wait a minute, Abba. Now I'm starting to think about what I'm measuring. No, I don't need to think. You're guiding me. I just need to pay attention to what you're guiding me to do so I remember it next time and I don't have to ask you 50,000 times. I'll just know. But he had my hand. And you know how it happened, Becca? I ran out of green kratom, the green mangda. I ran out of it. So in the bag, there was like about 1.5 teaspoons. I think that's what it was, Becca. It was like 1.5 teaspoons of the green mangda. And then to fill it completely, I got 1 teaspoon of the red barley. So a little bit more of the green. And I mixed it. And then when I went to make my second cup, I was like, Abba, I think you did, yeah, I think it was 1.5 teaspoons of green mangda and a teaspoon of red barley. So I got my energy, but I'm not sleepy. The red barley can sometimes make me sleepy, but I'm looking for the pain relief. And I don't want to get jacked up, you know, like with my emotions. But yeah, he guided my hand. And now I know the combination, Becca. So I won't be wasting my money at the store or running to the store. I can just order cheaply my kratom offline. I don't even have to get the pills anymore. I do have a pill maker. You know what I was thinking about doing, Becca? That's my pill maker. You ever see one of these? I was thinking about making my own vitamins, my own capsules and stuff. All I need is the vitamin powder itself. But anyway, I don't have anything great to talk about. I'm just spinning wheels. That's why I don't name my videos anything exciting, because I'm not really doing an exciting broadcast about anything good. But thanks, Becca. I'm going to try to remember this for tomorrow. Oh, it's a remote. Oh, I like that, Paula. I always wanted to be able to to work remote, you know? I love you, Sage. Green crack is awesome, actually. Green crack, train wreck. Grape ape, I have double grape, but that's indica. I like Pineapple Express. Granddaddy is my all-time favorite. When I woke up from MK Ultra programming, that's what I was eating at the time. It was Granddaddy Purple. Sativa for the day, indica for night. I well then I'm set for night. I don't usually get indica, but this time I grabbed a little. Um, oh wait, time out, Becca. Like I said, I'm not sure which kind I had. It may have been double grape. It may have been the indica. Each one. Because they're both kind of reddish looking. I don't know. I think it may have been the sativa, because that's usually what I leave in my grinder. I can't remember. Last night I had, it may have been the double grape. Becca, it may have actually been the double grape. Apparently I haven't been smoking as much as a Jack Herrera as I thought I was. Apparently I've been smoking the indica. Maybe that's why I've been a little bit more calm. Getting jacked up kratom, but then the indicas, I can't remember. I think it was the indica I smoked, Becca. But again, I can't tell because they both have like... No, I think I smoked the double grape this morning. It was the indica. I'll figure it out. It could have been, I don't know. It's most likely the sativa. I'm going back and forth, but I want to remember the kratom balance. I want to remember the balance of kratom because I think that's really key, Becca. And kind next time. Look at my pretty girls. I gotta brush you and give you a bath. My pretty girls. Her eyes watering again. Oh no, she's in pain. I shouldn't have stopped rubbing her when she was sitting in the chair. Look. Your eyes crying. Isn't there any way, I'm sorry, isn't there any way I can take away her pain? I have tons of notes, Becca. I do have notes and stuff. What do I do about my poor kitty? Heavenly Abba, I come before you. Please make Sava feel better. Now she's running and hiding under the bed. Massage will help her lymph system. It gets toxins out. She runs away from me trying to pet her. She just ran under the bed. I had her. I felt like in that state. There she is. There she is. Is there a certain place I should rub her? Becca. She's funny. She always has her ass hanging out underneath the bed and the other half under it. Is there a certain place to rub her, like the top of her head? I hear that helps them with pain. You have a beautiful day, Paula. Congratulations, and I'll be praying for you, sweetheart. And I hope you have a great rapport with your boss and coworkers. Sava, if you come sit with me at the computer, I will rub you for the 3-4 hours I have to sit there in front of it. Let her sleep a while. Thumpy Tail says she needs a break. Pain goes away in sleep. People say that. They say that, like, oh, Sava's agitated because of her tail, and like you just said, but she does that normally. Well, you know what? If she wants to be left alone, I was like, move away from me, and she did move away from me, so all right, good. I was kind of hoping I had a few minutes. No offense, Sava, I just needed a few minutes. Yeah, emotionally, I feel good. Physically, I feel good today. So, all praise and glory to Heavenly Abba. And thank you for helping me with the Kratom, Abba. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. The Kratom I need during the winter because the pain being outside in the cold weather, I can't take it. It hurts. So, I'll let her sleep, Nancy. But oh my God, I've been here for an hour and 48 minutes. Wow, time flies. All right, guys, since time is flying, I'm going to go. I have to get my stuff. I have to send out emails regarding social services. You guys are going to get that. I need to do my thank yous. And then also, I need to get my paperwork from the state back to the state. And then I should get my card in the mail in a couple of weeks. You know, my card. You know, I don't take prescriptions. I don't go to doctors. I stay away from their procedures too. But I still need help. And I don't want to be judged for the help I get. I'm not living out of 33 prescription bottles anymore in my life. There's other ways to live, and I don't ever want to go back to that. So I hope I haven't offended anybody. I know that yesterday, if I understood the situation correctly, one of my friends basically told me I have no right to be an ordained minister preaching from the pulpit in the Freedom Deliverance Ministry or field because I have acquired a medicinal cannabis license because for my over 15 diagnoses that have me disabled, I choose to use medicinal cannabis over the 33 prescriptions I was on: morphine, roxycodone, belladonna. And I was told that I have no right to be here talking to you guys like I am. But it just so happens that hopefully this time Heavenly Abba got through my thick skull. I've been ordained since 2018. I've been exposing child trafficking and satanic ritual abuse. I have a formal education to go along with my personal experience to be in the freedom deliverance field. I am more than qualified to help out other people if they have been victim to extreme trauma and extreme torture themselves. And I will give you everything I have to give you if it pulls you closer to Yeshua and if it puts back the quality of life Abba always meant for your life to have before you had to go through the trauma and torture. But I think that is rude and inadequate and just another sign of the times. So I am going to say I have every right. I know I have every right to be at this pulpit just like anybody else. And my medicinal cannabis license should not stop me from standing at the pulpit. Actually, the plant that he created, he was the one that said, Holly, I created that plant. Now go use it. I created that plant. Go use it. So I dropped the doctors, I dropped the 30 prescriptions, and I took his advice. He's the one that said, Holly, I made the plant. Go use it. And I listened to him. And now I'm taking flack from people that say they're Christian, or my friends or brothers and sisters in Christ. And that is just simply not right. Did anyone ever think to go before Heavenly Abba and say, Heavenly Abba, Holly just gave me her testimony about how she came off of 33 prescriptions, did a Donald Trump on them and said, you're fired 8 years ago, and she said that you told her that you made the marijuana plant, and she said that you told her to go use it over those 33 doctors, the cortisone shots, all the procedures, and she was seeing 8 doctors every month for over 10 years. So, Abba, did you tell Holly that she can come off her pain pills? Did you tell Holly that you would cure and heal her? Is it true, Abba? Is it true that you cured and healed Holly to the point she could come off of 33 prescriptions and to the point that she doesn't have to see 8 doctors a month? Is it true that she's no longer partially bedridden? And is it true that you made the marijuana plant? And is it true that the marijuana plant can be used in a medicinal capacity? Is it true that marijuana cures the body? Is that a curing agent? Did you guys ever think to take my testimony back to Abba and say, hey, Abba, did you guide Holly off of those pills? Did you remind her that you have plants, seed-bearing plants for us? Is it true that you got her out of being partially bedridden with cancer? Is it true that you got her out of bed and she's walking and running around to this day and she used her faith in marijuana? I don't think it's fair. Good old Toasty. Is that Sam? President Trump is the only wants to save the children. He does. And slow to think. Thank you. But I take it, I get very self-conscious. It is Sam. Man, it's been a long time. I was thinking of you. My best to you and your girl. Hey, I reunited with everybody. And now I get to reunite with you. When you guys do live streams, I'd like to join. But it's great to see you, Sam. Yeah, marijuana is better than pharmacia. And Becca, get this, Becca, sometimes I have a good day, and sometimes I'll only use it once during the day. One time versus 4 or 6 times with pills, like, my quality of life has gone up, and I'm not living in a doctor's office or living out of a pill bottle. And there's times that I just don't smoke. I don't need to. But for my health ailments, I'd rather use that for my arthritis and fibromyalgia and endometriosis. I'd rather use what I'm using now, the kratom and the cannabis, over all those pills that they had me on. I felt like those pills they had me on were literal nuclear waste in a capsule. I'm not living like that anymore. But I'm going to tell you something. I got just as much right to stand at the pulpit as Russ Dizdar has ever had a right to stand there too. And to tell me, no, you can't be in this field. First of all, 90% of all survivors use marijuana. Period. Marijuana is how they calm down the MK Ultra programming, how they're able to eat, how they're able to sleep. Marijuana stops the MK Ultra programming from spinning. It stops the MK Ultra hypnosis. I know people don't want to hear that. First and foremost, all praise and glory and worship to Abba, because he thought of the cure before we all got sick with the illness, before we all got sick with death. You can't put someone like me on Prozac, Wellbutrin, and Zoloft and think that I'm going to be happy and it's going to help my depression and I'm not going to be bipolar anymore. If 5 is normal and 0 is depressed, Zoloft, all of those garbage, all those psychotropic drugs will keep me out of 1. So 0 is severely depressed to the point you want to commit suicide. 5 being normal, I take those psychotropic drugs, it keeps me out of 1. Constantly depressed, would rather die than live, and it keeps my days gray. Now for you guys, I might be even keel, no real ups, no real downs, but steady in my personality like a robot. But on the inside, I'm severely depressed. I want to die. The drugs don't make me feel any better. Now you give me a blunt, it puts me in a better place inside my mind. There are no side effects. There's no interactions that I have with it except that it works for me. Now I'm talking about me and my own life. I'm not giving out any advice. It puts me in a happy mood. Before you know it, I'm laughing. I'm dancing around my living room thinking, I got to come up with another telegram to sing to my friends. I got to come up with a new song. I'm laughing with ECWN. 90% of MK Ultra survivors, SRAs, and DIDs use marijuana. So if you got a bug up your ass about marijuana, then maybe it's you that should not be in the freedom deliverance field. You're out of your league. And if you're going to bash marijuana, then you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to MK Ultra. CBD, that counts too. I kid you not. And these other people, they have like this staunch Christian rhetoric and this conformist mentality, and you're not born again unless you wipe your ass the same way they do, and it's nuts. It's nuts. Excuse me for being like that. But I have seen a lot of survivors get bulldozed through, get totally run over, get, what do they call it? Get pushed aside. I can't tell you how many survivors I've seen just be brushed off because some pastor or evangelist found out that their medicine was medicinal cannabis. Oh, we would rather have you on prescriptions with a which is pharmacon. It's sorcery and alchemy. Yeah, we want you to do sorcery and alchemy because we don't want you to use the plant that God made you because we don't like it for whatever our reason. Now, there's no symptoms, there's no side effects from using marijuana. You want to talk about the symptoms and side effects of the 33 prescriptions I was on 8 years ago? I should be dead right now. Now, marijuana cured my cancer. Marijuana got me off 33 prescriptions. And it was marijuana that my doctor, Yudhe Vave, told me to use. And my prescription, Yeshua HaMashiach, was also thrilled that I put down those pills and those doctors. And he was so thrilled that I started listening to him and I found a natural way of life. Marijuana is a natural remedy. Period. So, having said all of that, Abba never makes mistakes, and he made a great decision having me come forward with my ministry to join in the freedom deliverance field. Because these poor survivors out there, they really need some help. They really need somebody in their corner and not a plastic Christian dictating to them how to walk, how to laugh, what they can and can't do. And if they don't do it, well, then they just might not be born again. I don't go for that. I don't go for that stuff they sell in churches. Now, mind you, I am dealing with highly traumatized and tortured individuals. The stuff that I say my friends, they are my friends. The people that come to me to get counsel or to get coaching, because I don't take a title, I don't call them the patient and me the counselor. Uh-uh. We meet on an even playing field. I give counsel. I receive counsel. Nobody is the counselor and then there's a counselee. None of that bullshit. It's not how you help somebody. You don't stand above them to give them counsel. The only time you should ever stand above someone like that is when you're reaching down to give them a hand to pick them back up. If you're looking down on, I get looked down on all the time. Hey, it's Whitney. How are ya? It's good to see you guys. Right? Mm. They met their match when Abba brought me forward. When Abba plucked me out of the darkness, I'll tell you, these Christians met their match. I've seen what they've been doing. And I'll be honest, the Christian community turns the world off to Jesus more than they get people saved. I hate to say it, but you wake up every morning and you're going to rip into women that got an abortion 5 days a week. You ain't winning hearts and minds. You want to come in my chat room 5 days a week and practice your little techniques that you learned for street preaching or your memory retrieval techniques that you use to try to help victims, but you're supposed to be relying on the Holy Spirit, but you don't. So you come into Holly Baglio's chat room and you think that you got something to teach me or you're going to prove yourself. I will knock your head off your shoulders so fast and so hard. Everybody's going to be saying, nice grand slam out of the ballpark, Holly. Don't be doing that to me and the other survivors. I don't like it. If you don't like me having confidence, then you're going to hate when I reintegrate. You're going to hate when I reintegrate because then you're going to see it day in, day out. And every time, Holly Baglio, because I'm the guinea pig here, I asked Abba to make an example, so I'm going to talk about myself. And when I talk about myself, I know you guys are going through it too. I know you are, or you went through it, or you could be going through it. So I'm just going to be the example here. What was I going to say? Now that I'm the example. Don't do what I do. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from my poor choices. Don't make the same ones. And if you need a hand, I'm here. My friends are here. Yeah, but these people, the way I met Jesus is not the way the church preaches it. I remember Christians back in 2018. I lost a group of Christian friends, a huge group of Christian friends. I shit you not. Mike from around the world went into his chat room. I thought I made friends with him and all of his chat room. What are you, Jewish, Holly? Why are you saying Yeshua? No, but I wish I was born Jewish because Yeshua came from the tribe of Judah. Yeshua, the word does not work in spiritual warfare. It's Jesus. We say Jesus here. Get out if you're not going to say Jesus, because only the word Jesus works, not Yeshua. First of all, you dummy. Yeshua is the correct way to pronounce his name. Just like Holly. You pronounce it Holly, not Haley. You run around calling me Haley, I ain't going to answer you. So why don't you get his name right? Now, when Yeshua is translated into English, that's where you get the word Jesus. But it's a translation of his name. And Yeshua works just as well in spiritual warfare as your word Jesus. So I lost that group of friends. There was another group of friends from Doug Hagman. Now, I love Doug Hagman, and he knows it. I love that man. I love his family. I always have. I used to be a moderator for years for his chat. I met him in person. I love the man. But there were cliques of Christians in his chat room. Remember Joe and Doug Hagman from prior years when they had the live stream? Well, in the Christian community, you get a ton of cliques, just like you do with any other community. See right there, the body of Christ is divided. I'm going to have to change the name to this title for this video. All right, so the body of Christ is already divided. I mean, you go into someone's Christian chat room and there's cliques of people. Already there's a division. Why aren't you people all sitting around the same circle together? But anyway, this other set of Christians called me filth. There's a set of Christians that I used to know years ago, and they ended up calling me filth and terminating their friendships with me. And do you know why those Christians did that to me? Because I went on somebody's platform who was non-Christian to deliver my testimony and say how wonderful God is and all the great things he did for me. Hence, I did from MK Ultra. I'm awake, right? They can't use me again for end times programming, right? I was a sleeper satanic super soldier, and all you needed was me to accomplish your task. One person. You give me a second person and yeah, goodbye to your county. So because I went to a non-Christian platform to give my testimony, this clique of Christians that used to attend Doug Hagman's live chat room called me filth for it. You know what Russ Dizdar said? Good. Yeah, Holly Baglio woke up and she's going to non-Christian platforms and she's running around everywhere and anywhere telling anybody who will give her an ear what Yeshua HaMashiach, her golden bow, did for her. He woke her up. Yeah, you know what? Holly Baglio is just like the rest of the survivors. They have an urgency in the pit of their gut that tells them, yeah, this bad stuff happened, but more than that, I got to turn around and go back to see if there's anybody else that needs help. I got to turn around and go back and help the others. 9 times out of 10, survivors turn around themselves and become a public whistleblower. If they don't give you their real name or show you their face, it still doesn't stop them from being a whistleblower. They turn around, they roll their hands up, they get into the Freedom Deliverance Ministry, weed or no weed, and they go back for the other survivors. They go back for the other people that had to make it through all this stuff, and they try to help them. Russ Dizdar thought it was good. I think it's good. You know how many of my friends, when I see one of my friends, go on a platform that's non-Christian, I'm like, yes, I know you're going to win a couple of souls. Yes. What? You're only going to stay on Christian channels? Why? To sing to the choir and keep the pew warmers entertained? No. Those pew warmers should already know what I'm talking about and shouldn't be warming the pews, but out there helping, being an actual laborer. So you know what? You're having Heavenly Abba, I come before you and I lift Huntress up to you, for lack of better words, and sometimes my altars don't like it. Will you keep her altars in line? Just keep them in line with your will, in line with your love, focused on you. Please calm her altars and soothe them. If you can, Heavenly Abba, please put them back to sleep to give Huntress peace in Yeshua's name. But please ease the altars. Please give her altars something new to do. So her altars were programmed for whatever, and now she's being triggered. Heavenly Abba, can you give her altars something new to do? So that way they're helping Huntress. And then that way you all start functioning and working in sync with each other. Heavenly Abba, ultimately, I pray for full curing and healing. For Huntress, I am praying for full reintegration. Heavenly Abba, please reach your hand in, and whatever ailments, physical problems, and emotional problems that Huntress is experiencing, please reach in your hand and take all of that out of her. And will you please carry it for her? Heavenly Abba, please shine your face to Huntress. Please make her feel a heavy presence. Please, today, Abba, may I ask that you have a heavy presence in Huntress's life. Please send down your warring angels to stand guard around Huntress as well as her brother. Have them help Huntress and soothe her and put her at ease. And also, Abba, escort any humans off her property that are remote viewing, astral traveling, astral projecting, or sending telepathic messages. In Yeshua's name, I bind and cast down the two demons people are using to afflict Huntress. Heavenly Abba, I bind and cast down powers, principalities, interdimensional beings, and demonic spirits in Yeshua's name. No demons may jump in Yeshua's name. No demons can be conjured in Yeshua's name. Heavenly Abba, I repent for my sins. Please wash and cover myself, Huntress, and everybody in the blood of the Lamb, and please put our full armor on in Yeshua's name. Heavenly Abba, I close demon doors. In Yeshua's name, I pour the blood of the Lamb on this video and all my videos. In Yeshua's name, please protect us from demonic attacks. Please protect us from the retaliation attacks that people are going to send our way because we're praying, but also from the kingdom of darkness. Those demons are just going to give us a rotten day. They don't have any set of rules to play by. They just do what they want when they want. Heavenly Abba, please give us a foothold so today we kick back the kingdom of darkness and we shine the light that you gave us on it. In Yeshua's name I pray. Selah. That cross-programming's terrible. Confident. I got to work on the confidence. Oh, Nancy, I will do anything for Yeshua, but I'm humbled. Thank you. Flying fluke. A fluke, flux and ducks. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you guys, those demons don't play by rules. Your demonic attacks, when somebody says, oh, demons can't do that, or they can't do this, or they can't do that, put your full armor on and instantly go into spiritual warfare and say, Heavenly Abba, don't let the demons do what this person just said. Because typically, guys, when somebody tells me, oh, demons can't do that, Satan can't do that. He's locked up in heaven. Oh, the restrainer's here. Oh, Holly, you're not going to fall under demonic attack unless you have unrepentant sin. Okay. I don't have any unrepentant sin in my life. That get out of here with that one. These demons will attack you because they can, and they will. And just because, your salvation does not get you out of jail free. If you're set free from, for instance, you're set free from cigarette smoking, when you go back to it, that demon will go and get 7 of its worst buddies and come back and pummel you. Your salvation has nothing to do with it. You already knew the rules. They still apply to us even though we are saved. Just because we're saved does not get us out of habitual sin, repeated sin. And, for instance, smoking is repeated sin. Don't be so arrogant to say, well, if God wants me to get rid of it, he'll take it from me. No, guys, that would defeat the purpose of free will. You brought it into your life. Stop being the stupid dipshit that keeps it in their life and take it out of your life. He's not going to take it out of your life. It defeats the purpose of free will. You're the one that brought it in. You're the one that's got to get it out. Now, if you need help getting it out, Pray to Abba, and he will give you his power and strength and help you get it out. He will also take away your withdrawal and detox symptoms, too, to help you get that out of your life. But you brought it in, you got to get it out. Abba's not going to take it from you. And also, guys, stop with this. Well, God knows my heart. Because you're basically saying, hey, God, I know it's evil, but you're going to be all right with it because I'm saved, okay? That's a big no-no. I'll let Sava be. But these demons will do whatever they want, whenever they want, however they want. They don't play by rules. And I'm telling you guys this because I want you to be on guard. I don't want you to take anybody's word for it. I want you to know how to battle these demons. Just when you think that they can't do something, you better change your mindset because it's already done. The second you say, oh, well, these demons can't do this or can't do that, you better change your mindset. Yes, they can. The very things that Christians have told me that demons cannot do, I have seen them do. And what's really scary is when these things start coming upon the earth and people see them, their faith is going to be shaken. Their foundation might actually crumble that they thought they built up in Jesus, because everything that for many years they had spinning around in their head, and that goes along with man's traditions. But for years they think, oh, demons can't do that, demons can't do this. Well, there's going to come a day in everybody's life very soon where we're faced with those demons, and people are going to see those demons do things they thought they never could, that their pastors and their friends and their family said that those demons could not do. And when those demons go and do the very thing Christians say, oh, they can't do it, those Christians are going to fall away from Jesus so fast, so hard, it's not even going to be funny. I have personally been fighting that since December. And these demons, yes, they are out to kill your life. They tried to steal mine in December, literally. I'm not exaggerating. But also they are demonically attacking me in every which way possible. Now, Abba's hand is on me, and I'm anointed. I'm still in prayer and fasting with him. And these demons are still coming at me because they can. Because if they attack, I will start to think, well, God doesn't love me, or where is God? Or, I'm going to not be thinking the right way. It's not due to unrepentant sin. It's not due to any of that. You guys have to know spiritual warfare. You guys think that you know something? Hell, I thought I knew something until last month in December. And I'll tell you what, everything people said demons can't do, they did it. Abba's hand was literally on me, and those demons still did it. Now you tell me how good how solid your faith is. If you are constantly being attacked, and as soon as you get done saying Yeshua's name and you end one attack, another one comes in, tell me, can you deal with that for 30 days nonstop, day and night? And will your faith still be intact at the end of the month? Because these demons also play mind games on you. They tamper with your emotions, and they will wear you out and wear you thin. Now, a lot of people think that they know about spiritual warfare. I think Russ Dizdar is the one man that had a really good idea about what to do in spiritual warfare. And even then, there was still more. Now, I've learned about everything Russ Dizdar could ever set out of his mouth, okay? But then in December, Heavenly Abba taught me directly himself. Now, what I learned from Russ Dizdar got me about 50% of the way there. Got me 50% of the way there. I learned so much from Russ, it's not even funny. But the rest of everything, Abba had to show me himself. I had to see it for myself. And Abba had to teach me the other 50%. And he did. I got huge downloads in December that I'm still making my way through. And I asked Heavenly Abba about my ministries. I asked them if my ministries are saved. I'm not giving specific names to you guys. I asked him about a lot of you people, and I'll tell you what, the answers I got back, I was not expecting. I was not expecting at all. This is a real big interview I have coming up with Dan Bedondi, and I pray I can pull it off. I got to spend a couple of days sitting down writing, and you guys, I'm just going to have to tell my friends, yeah, too bad if I don't pick up the phone, you're going to have to understand. This is a very big broadcast coming up, and if I can nail this, Abba willing, I'll nail it. A lot of people are going to learn a lot. I know that people will walk away from the broadcast pissed off at me or thinking I'm a radical or thinking I don't know what I'm talking about when really I do. The thing with people is though they don't like that feeling of conviction, so they turn it into anger towards me, and then they try to say, well, we had to expose Holly. She's not born again. She's a witch. No. A lot of people are very comfortable in their lives. So they're not about to change or look in their own backyard because they're comfortable. So when someone like me comes along and I'm giving my testimony and I say, yeah, you know those crucifixes, they're broken crosses, Abba told me to get rid of it, I am met with severe opposition. Now, it's not me telling you. It's him telling me, and now I'm expressing to you my personal experience. But people don't take it as Abba's putting conviction in their hearts and tummies. They take it as a personal assault from me and start combating me. Guys, it's got nothing to do with me why you got broken crosses in your house. That's an issue you got with God. It's got nothing to do with Holly Baglio. Holly Baglio actually got rid of her crucifixes. So a lot of people don't want to put the work in that is required when they do feel conviction from the Holy Spirit. 9/10 of the time, that's the type of people I meet. They don't want to do the work. Now, I'm not talking about my friends, you know, but a lot of people out there don't want to do what it takes. They would rather argue, debate, and bicker with me because then they can stay in their comfort zone and never have to make the changes that are necessary. It's usually long-time Christians that are like that. No offense. You know why? Long-time Christians have been drilled and indoctrinated with Freemasonry lies. And after periods of time that long, people are just so comfortable, they don't care to come out of their comfort zones. And we only learn when we come out of our comfort zones. So I think that's where maybe I had it pretty easy because I wasn't indoctrinated by churches about Jesus. I found him during a demonic attack. That's how I found Jesus. Well, actually, I sought him out when I was 18, but in my 40s, when I saw him, we met during a spiritual attack, and when I laid my eyes on that Holy Spirit, that was it. He was mine, I'm his, over. I didn't meet Jesus passing out daisies. I met him when demons were literally trying to kill me. And demons do try to steal your life, guys. And if demons are not attacking you like they're attacking me, all I have to do is ask you, what are you doing wrong? If you're not going under demonic attack like I am, then what are you not doing for Jesus that he called you to do? Hey, how are you, David? I just saw you. The Broken's here. you're too funny, David. Jersey drivers suck. So, yeah. Yeah. But that was pretty bad back in December, and I'll tell you, I'm still talking with Abba about it. You know? And like even our actions in this life, like in this physical world, they actually have weight in the spirit world. I know everything starts in the spirit world first, and then it manifests here. But sometimes we have actions here that affect the spirit world. You know, that's why I'm on my case so much about the smoking. Because when I don't smoke, those demons start getting real scared of me. I was in first grade. I skipped Sunday school crying. Wow. When I was 18, I started going to church. I liked it. But then I wanted to know more, and they couldn't give me more. They didn't know anything about spiritual warfare. They wanted me to take a class to get baptized. Yeah, take a class for 9 months so we can teach you about baptism. When I told, it was Millington Baptist Church too, I was 18. I told them about my dreams coming true and how it kind of matched Revelation and stuff like that. And I started telling them, oh, Holly, that's devil divination. Repent, repent. Stop having dreams, Holly. Stop dreaming at night when you go to sleep. Okay. You ever see the church lady from Saturday Night Live? I'm going to have to go watch some Saturday Night Live skits so that way when I want to mimic people or tell a funny story and mimic, I can do it in the church lady facial features and voice. Say, puckers up her face. It's like, say, I gotta look at it. If I can watch the video, I'll mimic it. I'll mimic it. All right, guys. On that note, I think I'm gonna get going because I've been yipping for 2.5 hours. And I do want to keep the good streak up where I get paperwork done. It's great to see you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and talking with me. I had a really nice time. I did. And I will remember how to mix the kratom up. It's good to see you, Kara. Oh, I'll be back. I'll be back. So, all right, guys, I love you. I will be praying with and for you, and I pray Abba answers all your prayers. Personal requests. So think of something really good in your head. You heard me. Yud-Hey Vav-Hey can remove AIDS. All praise, glory, worship, and love to Yud-Hey Vav-Hey for Yeshua HaMashiach. Yes, he can. You are a miracle, David. You know, when I get depressed, Abba reminds me of that. You know, David, I think I heard of you many years before I met you. I met you in 2018. I think I heard about your story many years before then. And okay, so I got on YouTube 2014. I think I heard your testimony from before then. You're going to give the chocolate kids blankets and beanies. Your testimony encourages me. That's when I tell my altars, see, Holly, see, Abba's bigger than what David went through, and see, Holly, he's bigger than your implants, and Abba's bigger than your MK Ultra programming. And I keep it in mind like that. He's bigger. I love you, Abba. And I love you guys too. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for helping me keep the smile on. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll be praying with you. I'm sorry if I say things wrong or weird or misuse my words, but I know I don't misuse them when I say I love you. And I love you. And I mean it. Yeshua blessings.